I meant to talk about this as well, and I saw this, it was either late last night or early this morning. The State of the Union speech. There was a bunch of, I think they had the most women that was ever elected to Congress in its history. A lot of women. And they were all dressed in white to represent, I guess, the anniversary of the history of the suffrage movement, which is what was classified as a women's movement back well over 100 years ago. Of course, that women's movement was for women that weren't melanated. Yeah, white women. They weren't talking about any other women. They just happened to get together with black women when they saw that that was an opportunity to put a stronghold. And this is a fact. I'm not speaking out of turn. I know some of y'all say, "Oh, you speaking the conscious fact." No, this ain't got nothing to do with that. This is fact. When they saw that black brothers, even in that era of the 1960s, because that's when the women's movement turned up a couple notches, decided we're going to get the sisters together. We're going to get with them and say, hey, sisterhood, we're going to include you. And really what they're doing now in 2019, which is now the MeToo movement, they're using that shit against us black men. Let me care to elaborate on this. This is DJ Wolf Live. All right, guys. I had to bring up for a minute because I've been noticing, especially in the last 15 years, as of late, the last 5 though, for real, more and more black women got these little nasty attitudes, man, lately. It's just like, it's just, I don't know, it's just, there's something about them lately that just kind of make you scratch your head. It really does. The older ones and the younger ones. It's been really, it's like, what the hell? It's, just like they sniffing the upper lip or something. I don't know what's going on. There's been a lot of it, though. Especially people who I'm close, I'm very close to. But it's like, what's going on with y'all? Can't tell them nothing. They don't listen. I mean, what the hell? Y'all went from one extreme to another. Now y'all talking about toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. Really? Men are born to do certain things. Men are taught certain things. Okay? Let's keep it honest. Okay? Men have been taught to, and are in some cases are responsible for protecting the home, working on cars, getting things worked on around the house, making sure that there's food to eat for the kids and they have a warm home over their head at night. You know what I'm saying? Men are expected to do that. So if you're going to talk about toxic masculinity, hell, let's talk about what it is that men actually do that makes them masculine in the first place. It's them being a man. Being a man that you need to be in your household. And now y'all find something wrong with that. And you got women out here today that don't even appreciate it. That's a known fact. They don't appreciate anything you do for them. And I know guys that have been in that situation. I know a few guys have been in that situation. I know one guy in particular. He had to go take care of some stuff recently. He had some work done in the house, on the inside and the outside of the house, that came out of his dime, in his pocket, and all his wife do is complain. Bitch and moan, treat him like shit, talk to him like he ain't shit. Guys get fed up with that mess, man. Then all of a sudden they get mad. Oh, it's toxic masculinity. And like I said, and I talked about this before, that commercial, that Gillette commercial, has done more damage, or at least is implying to do more damage to the average male than anything else. I mean, and the scenarios, the scenarios that they put in the commercials, like, what's toxic about that? We do this every day. You know, not only that, but we doing it every day, and it's normal. It's normal manhood. You know, I mean, it's crazy. You know, it's now to a point that the women's MeToo movement, all this shit, is trying to completely, it's like they're completely trying to extinct the man, particularly the black man. I was like, what the fuck? You know. Then you got Kamala Harris on top of that, who has had a long history of convicting brothers all over the place, including some that were innocent. You know, and she knew about it, among other things, and helping to extend the prison pipeline. And this is a fact. Anytime you tell me you want to arrest the kids and the parents for kids being truant, instead of trying to help them get the programs, you want to take that money. And she said it. I heard her say it myself. She said they had the extra capital to do stuff like that, to create that. But you didn't have the extra capital to go help these kids getting like special programs or something where they could, you know, keep their minds occupied in school. No, nothing like that. She's a phony. I'm sorry, she's a phony. And that's the way I say it. This is my opinion on it. This is DJ Wolf's talking about my opinion about this Kamala Harris. You know, for real. I just something about her. It just from day one, even when I saw her on this reality show. That's why I knew about her from 2 years ago. I saw her on a reality show 2 years ago, and she was doing some project he was working on with the person on the reality show. I just talked about in my last podcast, and I just didn't know about who she was then. I said, oh, here we go. They try to create her as another Obama type, but that's another story. But my thing of it is, you know, she plays a big role in this because she's talked about representing women in the suffrage movement. The anniversary, I heard her talk about that a couple of days ago. But it's for me personally, I don't know, man. I you know, I have a lot more questions and answers about her. That's it. That's all the mail. Nothing else. That's crazy. But as I said, I got more questions and answers about Kamala Harris. I'm just not, you know, I ain't sold on her and I won't be sold. But I am glad that among a bunch of other YouTubers, said, you know what? Something don't smell right. And it didn't. Something don't smell right in Denmark at all. And I don't mean Denmark, but you know what I mean. I'm talking about Kamala Harris. It just didn't add up to me when she did that. I mean, it's just. And Cory Booker, I'm going to get some information. I'm going to get some information on him. Legitimate information, just like they did with Kamala Harris. Because I'm not sold on him either. I kind of was trying to find out a little bit about Cory Booker, but I never really paid him much attention. I really didn't. Had no real reason to, but, you know. But I'm just not sold on these guys. I'm just not. And the bottom line is, guys like Kamala Harris and Cory Booker to a lesser extent, Terry Crews, oh my God, don't even get me started. I hadn't even got started on Terry Crews and Roland Martin. These guys are the ones who be shuffling and shucking around there. And I know, speaking of Terry Crews, I don't know if you guys watch AGT. Terry Crews Monday night. I'm not kidding. They literally had him in I'm not gonna say it. He's dressing up the way I don't think brothers of his stature should be dressing up. That's just me. If I was built like Terry Crews, I wouldn't be dressing like that. There's been some weird shit, And don't get me wrong. I like Terry Crews. I really do. I like his comedy in action movies, and I like his comedy in comedy films. I think he's brilliant. I really do. I liked him on Everybody Hates Chris, because he reminded me a lot of my father back in the day. And I liked him in the action movies that he's done, because he's done a few of them. But dude, really? I don't know. It's just something about, talking about jump, keep off the floor for toxic masculinity. Something crazy statement he said. But, and I still don't get that. He's a spokesman for masculinity. I don't know why, but he is. And I think that's a sorry state of affairs. And his wife condones it. Consider that Terry Crews got his sack played on by a white guy, and I saw a picture of it. I said, "Really? You the kind of guy who would do that kind of shit to him?" Anyway, he had his balls package played with by a white guy in front of his wife, and didn't do shit. I'm still shocked by that. Even if Terry Crews didn't punch the guy, you could just grab the snap, yoked him up a little bit, and say, "Look, motherfucker, don't you ever in your life think about touching me or my wife or my family." Do you understand? He could have been a lot more firmer than that if I had to go overboard. He could have, but he didn't. He didn't. That's the thing that shocked me. He should have checked that guy. But he was too busy worried about getting the butter biscuits. And that's obvious. He was too worried about getting the butter biscuits. Now he's on 2 TV shows. No shit. But, you can't compromise your self-worth. And that's what a lot of people are doing. The MeToo movement is trying to get men to compromise their self-worth on their beliefs about how men should be. I got a big problem with that anyway. And black women, I noticed lately in general, are doing the same thing. They want you to compromise who you are for them. Now, here's the funny thing about it. Black women don't want you compromising who they are for you. They don't. Many of them don't. I know this for a fact. Don't tell me how to do this. I'm all right. I know what I'm doing. No, okay, fine. When I do something, what I do, don't get me to compromise who I am and what I do. That's the bottom line, man. As men, we shouldn't put up with that shit. Shouldn't put up with it at all when it comes to that. But I shouldn't have to compromise. I'm not saying that I go out there, because I don't go out there and do crazy stuff. I'm just saying. But I'm not going to compromise who I am in terms of the things I believe in because a woman says, you shouldn't believe in that. It's about what I think and about how I think. For me, as a man knows what to think, knows what to do, and act when he needs to act. He don't need a woman telling him how to do it. That's basically what I'm saying. And now you got this toxic masculinity thing where you can't even be a man. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm still pissed off about that shit. And like I said, the only reason I brought it back up because I know it's been a slight change of attitude of black women lately. It's just been a weird. I could tell you some stories. I heard some stories about women now, and I saw it on Facebook where women now letting the kids sleep with them. And matter of fact, I'm talking about kids like boys. Yeah. There's no joke. And there were other people on Facebook that would chime in on it. Like, oh, yeah, it's nothing wrong with sleeping with your mom. I said, whoa. We talking about grown people now. Bump that. And it's safe for me to say, I haven't slept with my mommy since I was 2. And that's a long time ago. By the time I was 3, I had my own bed. I've been sleeping in my own bed ever since. Okay? And loving it. You got grown women, and there were stories, there's true stories out about women who actually were breastfeeding their kids till they were about 7 to 8 years old. I've heard that. I've even read about it. That's some sick shit. Okay? So I'm not going to go any further than that. If I go any further, we'll be talking about this all day. But I am going to talk about something to do about this MeToo movement BS in the back burner at another time. But I will be talking about it again. All right, guys. I'm going to go get something to eat. I'm on this self-imposed diet. Well, not really self-imposed. I lost 10 pounds. And I said the first year, I said I'm going to make it my word. When I got back from Cleveland, I'm going to start back getting this weight off me, man. Because But, yeah, we're going to talk more about this and other stuff. This is DJ Wolf. I'm out.